Hello and welcome to the Curious History Student once again. We're going to do two videos today. It's been probably a couple of hours since I posted the last video and I had to make some changes and everything. But today we're going to make a discussion on what led up to World War One. There's many people who have opinions on it. Some saying, hey, it was the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, and they're kind of right. So we're going to go over a couple things. I've got my notes ahead of me too, as well, to help me out so I don't get dates wrong. But I want to kind of give you guys an example of kind of what led up to it. The powder keg that was filled and kind of just waiting to get lit, and Archduke Ferdinand was pretty much the one that lit the powder keg. And we're just going to get down to it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you have any questions, any corrections too, as well. Let me know if um, if I make a mistake on my dates or if I'm wrong or what your thoughts are too. Give me some objective and subjective responses too, as well. Open up a line to where you guys question me too. So, what led up to World War One? Well, we have the Franco-Russian Alliance in 1894, formed between France and Russia. It kind of counterbalanced Germany's influence and created a some type of triple alliance, and that started actually in 1894. And it kind of aimed to strengthen the diplomatic and military ties between two major nations. It was a significant turning point in European geopolitics at the time, altering the balance of power. So, and then you had the first naval law. Now, this one was pretty neat. This is number two that led up to World War One. The first naval law was in 1898. Germany's decision to build a very strong navy kind of challenged Britain's naval supremacy. It kind of sparked an arms race between Germany and Britain. Kind of escalated a lot of tensions too, as well. It increased its militarism and contributed mainly to the overall atmosphere of hostility in Europe. And that was kind of like a many people were starting to get scared. Many countries were starting to get scared because their naval fleet was surpassed everybody else's. And then let's see, you have number three, which was the Russo-Japanese War, escalated tensions in the East between 1904 and 1905, 1 year. It was fought between Russia and Japan, believe it or not, due to imperial ambitions of East Asia. Japan's surprising victory over Russia at the time, very small locations, showed a shift in global power dynamics. And Japan's industrial complex was getting larger, they were getting excited, and they were starting to expand. It kind of highlighted a potential growth for smaller nations to challenge the established powers at the time, and Japan was getting a little hungry. And so let's see, we have number four, Austria-Hungary's annexation of the Bosnian and Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think it is. Herzegovina, let me look that up. Herzegovina, 1908. Please correct me if I pronounce that wrong. That was a unilateral action by Austrian-Hungary, and it kind of upset the balance of the Balkans, and it angered Serbia over the Balkan states. This escalated nationalist fervor and contributed kind of to the growing tensions of rivalries within the region. Then you had number five, the second Moroccan crisis. They had one, but that was way beyond that. It was the second one that kind of sparked tensions. 1911. Tensions between major European powers over colonial interests. Germany's challenge kind of was to the French influence in Morocco, kind of nearly led to a huge conflict at the time, kind of demonstrated the fragile democratic relations or diplomatic relations between potential for escalation, and it was getting kind of hot. So we're getting to number 8. So we're on 6 now. Italy's invasion of Libya, 1911, same year. So Italy's expansion kind of moved into more of a complex problem for European rivals. It kind of gave competition for colonial territories and resources in that location, and it further strained diplomatic relations, increasing the tensions. This led to the Balkan Wars. Number 7, kind of fought among Balkans over territorial disputes, nationalist aspirations, kind of redrew the boundaries in southeastern Europe and intensified ethnic tensions. This kind of resulted more in a shift of power, and it strained relations among major powers, which you had organizations that came up, organizations like the Black Hand, which brings us to number 8. So number 8, the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, Franz Ferdinand, 1914. The assassination by Bosnian Serb nationalists from the Black Hand led to an Austrian-Hungary issue. It was an ultimatum in Serbia, triggered a chain reaction. Russia's support for Serbia and Germany backed Austria and Hungary, and then it escalated into a conflict after that. After these culmination of events occurred, the crisis characterized by the alliances, militarism, and national fervor, you had an explosion of your keg of what we talked about in the first place. So, as far as the role of secret societies in the Black Hand, tune in for another version of The Curious History Student, because that is a very fun story. And Archduke Ferdinand's assassination, by the way, is a fantastic story. It was almost as if he was doomed to die. So tune in for that story. You'll get my version, the historical version, and other versions from other people. If you like my channel, subscribe, hit a like button, and share. Thank you so much for watching.